A fair amount of people who enjoy drinking craft beer end up asking themselves, I wonder if I could brew my own. And a good percentage of the people who enjoy brewing their own beer end up asking themselves if they could sell it to others and become a brewery. This happened to me, and I'm going to talk about it on this episode. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably noticed me talking about how simple beer is. About how it's just malt, hops, water, and yeast. Even the process isn't that hard. If you have some basic cooking equipment, know how to keep things clean, and can follow instructions, you can brew a good beer. And the great thing about the journey into making beer is that the journey never ends unless you want it to. Making beer can be a lifelong endeavor. Despite its endless simplicity, there is an endless list of things to learn, which I think makes it the ideal hobby or profession. So in this video, I want to talk a little bit about the differences between hobby brewing and professional brewing. The first difference that comes to mind is that pro brewing by definition means that it needs to be profitable. Hence the word professional. This is no small point because brewing on any small scale rarely makes financial sense. Economies of scale are a real thing. As someone who used to purchase kegs of beer for my bar, I can assure you it is significantly cheaper to purchase a keg of Two Hearted Ale than it is to brew a similar product at my own brewery. Again, that's due to economies of scale. As an example, it takes a similar amount of labor to produce the 15 gallons we were able to brew on our first system as it now takes to brew 220 gallons on our current system. And a brewery like Bell's is producing batches about 100 times larger than that. All this to say, to be a pro brewer, there needs to be some scale at work. Brewing 5-gallon batches probably won't last for long. The second thing is regulations. Once beer becomes a business, lots of regulators like to get involved. This can be costly and especially frustrating for someone like a home brewer who just likes to brew just that. Licenses must be obtained from state and local bureaucracies. It's a costly and time-consuming process. Records must be kept and taxes paid. It's not fun, it's just the cost of admission for anyone wanting to become a pro. The final thing I wanted to mention is that customer service, marketing, and the overall management of the business wind up becoming a bigger focus for brewery owners than making beer. The people who get to focus on beer making on a daily basis are typically not the owner, but rather dedicated brewers within a team. The good news is that on the brewing side, apart from these three considerations, it's not really that different between home and pro brewing. At our newest location in Detroit, we use a large all-in-one homebrewing system. Using some of the simple homebrewing technology that has been developed in the past few years, our costs are significantly less than they are for our Flint location that is outfitted with a traditional pro brewing system. This type of system can work while a business grows. Well, that will do it for now. If you'd like to hear more about the smaller, elegant homebrew type setup that we have, or even the big, sexy copper-clad beast, comment below. Otherwise, I think it's about time to move on to another glorious drink that is made by distilling beer. Yes, whiskey lovers, your time is coming. So we'll see you soon. Cheers.